Welcome to the wacky world of ducks. From the bustling banks of village ponds to the tranquil waters of hidden lakes, these feathered comedians never fail to entertain. Today, we're diving into the quirkiest duck personalities you'll ever meet, exploring the unique traits and hilarious habits of 100 different breeds. Get ready to laugh, because the world of ducks is a world full of surprises. Here we find the pekin, a duck of distinguished stature and insatiable appetite. This portly fellow waddles through life with an air of entitlement, always the first to the feeding bowl. Watch as he gobbles down his meal with gusto, his beady eyes scanning the surroundings for any morsel he might have missed. The pekin is not known for his subtlety. Should the food supply dwindle, he will not hesitate to voice his displeasure, his loud, insistent quack echoing across the water. Woe betide the duckling who dares to snatch a tasty worm from under his beak. The pekin rules the roost, and he makes sure everyone knows it. But beneath that gruff exterior beats a heart of, well, perhaps not gold, but certainly one with a fondness for a good feast. The pekin enjoys the simple pleasures in life, a full belly, a refreshing dip in the pond, and the company of his fellow ducks. As long as they know their place, of course. Join me as we observe this comical character in his natural habitat, witnessing firsthand the antics that make the pekin the undisputed clown prince of the duck pond. Ah, the mallard, instantly recognizable with his emerald green head and iridescent plumage. But don't be fooled by his handsome exterior, for the mallard is a notorious flirt, his affections as fleeting as a summer breeze. Observe him as he puffs out his chest and engages in elaborate courtship displays, his quack a symphony of sweet nothings whispered on the wind. Every duck is a potential mate for the mallard, his attention span as short as his list of responsibilities. He is the life of the party, always ready with a charming quack to woo the ladies, his ego as inflated as his chest feathers. But while his heart may be fickle, there's no denying the mallard's undeniable charm. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show as we witness the amorous escapades of the mallard, a duck who proves that all's fair in love and waterfowl. Majestic in appearance, the Rouen, with its rich, multicolored plumage, might easily be mistaken for a wild bird. But appearances, as they say, can be deceiving. The Rouen is a duck of simple pleasures, his days spent indulging in two of his favorite pastimes, eating and resting. Watch as he lumbers gracefully through the undergrowth, his waddle speaking volumes about his hearty appetite. The Rouen is a connoisseur of all things delicious, his days a continuous cycle of foraging and feasting, and when he's not indulging his inner gourmand, the Rouen can be found lounging by the water's edge, his eyes half closed in contentment. He is the epitome of relaxed living, a duck who understands the importance of taking it easy. So let us delve into the world of the Rouen, a duck who proves that sometimes the most extraordinary creatures are content to live the simplest of lives. Chapter 4. The Khaki Campbell, the Productivity Powerhouse. In the industrious world of the Khaki Campbell, there is no time for rest, no time for play, only the relentless pursuit of productivity. This duck takes its egg-laying duties very seriously, approaching the task with an almost military precision. Observe her as she diligently inspects each potential nesting site, her keen eyes searching for the perfect spot to deposit her bounty. The Khaki Campbell is a creature of habit, her days a carefully orchestrated routine of laying, foraging, and repeating. Woe betide the duck who dares to disrupt her schedule, for the Khaki Campbell has no time for frivolity. She is a duck on a mission, driven by an unseen force to lay more eggs, always more eggs. Join me as we witness the unwavering dedication of the Khaki Campbell, a duck who proves that sometimes, the greatest rewards come to those who hustle the hardest. Chapter 5. The Indian Runner, a life in the fast lane. With their upright posture and distinctive running gait, Indian runner ducks are a comical sight to behold. These ducks seem to be perpetually late for an important date, their long legs carrying them across the landscape at an alarming pace. Watch as they zip and zoom around the pond, their heads bobbing back and forth as if trying to make sense of their own boundless energy. The Indian runner is a creature of perpetual motion, a duck who finds stillness utterly perplexing. But beneath that frenetic exterior lies a surprisingly timid heart. The slightest noise, the smallest movement, can send the Indian runner into a panic, their high-pitched squeaks echoing through the air as they flee for safety. So buckle up and hold on tight as we follow the hilarious escapades of the Indian runner, a duck who teaches us that sometimes, life is best lived at a full sprint. Chapter 6. The Crested Duck, the queen or king of the pond. With its extravagant head plumage resembling a crown, the crested duck is the undisputed monarch of the waterfowl world. This duck carries itself with an air of regal elegance, its every waddle exuding an air of sophistication and grace. Observe as it glides across the water, its feathery crown bobbing gently with each movement. The crested duck is a creature of refined tastes, preferring to dine on only the finest aquatic delicacies. But even royalty has its clumsy moments. Watch as our feathered friend attempts to navigate a particularly treacherous bank, its elaborate headwear occasionally proving to be more of a hindrance than a help. Yet, through it all, the crested duck maintains its dignity, never acknowledging its stumbles, always carrying on with an air of unwavering confidence. Join us as we step into the world of the crested duck, a duck who proves that true elegance comes not from avoiding mishaps, but from handling them with grace and poise. What the call duck lacks in size, it more than makes up for in personality. This diminutive duck is a powerhouse of energy and vocalization, its tiny body housing a set of lungs that would put an opera singer to shame. Listen closely as it fills the air with its surprisingly loud calls, each quack a demand for attention, a declaration that it, despite its small stature, is a force to be reckoned with. The call duck is never afraid to make its presence known, its voice carrying far beyond its diminutive frame. Watch as it struts amongst its larger brethren, its head held high, its every movement exuding an air of confidence that belies its size. The call duck may be small, but it never doubts its importance in the grand scheme of the pond. So lend us your ears as we explore the world of the call duck, a duck who proves that good things come in small packages, especially when those packages are filled with an abundance of personality. Chapter 8. The Buff Orpington. Life in the Slow Lane. In a world obsessed with speed and efficiency, the Buff Orpington stands apart as a beacon of tranquility and relaxation. This plump, fluffy duck approaches life with a zen-like calmness, its days a leisurely procession of naps, snacks, and gentle swims. Observe as it basks in the sun's warm glow, its eyes half closed in contentment, its body a picture of utter relaxation. The Buff Orpington understands the importance of taking it easy, of savoring the simple pleasures that life has to offer. Watch as it waddles slowly towards the water's edge, its every movement measured and deliberate. There is no rush, no urgency, only the gentle rhythm of a life lived at its own pace. So take a deep breath and unwind as we delve into the tranquil world of the Buff Orpington, a duck who reminds us that sometimes, the best way to get ahead is to simply slow down and enjoy the journey. Chapter 9. The Muscovy, the Mysterious Stranger. With its distinctive caruncles and intense gaze, the Muscovy duck might appear intimidating, even sinister to the uninitiated. Its hiss, a sound more commonly associated with reptiles than waterfowl, only adds to its air of mystery. But beneath that seemingly aloof exterior lies a surprisingly social creature, a duck who, despite its unusual appearance, enjoys the company of both its kind and humans alike. Observe as it approaches cautiously, its head cocked to one side as if sizing up the situation before deciding whether to trust. Watch as it interacts with its fellow ducks, its hissing replaced by a series of soft chirps and whistles, a secret language understood only by its kind. The Muscovy may be different, but it is that difference that makes it all the more intriguing. So join us as we unravel the enigma that is the Muscovy duck, a duck who teaches us that appearances can be deceiving, and that sometimes, the most unexpected creatures can become our closest companions. Chapter 10. The Cayuga, dressed for the dark side. Emerging from the shadows, the Cayuga duck, with its iridescent black plumage, is a striking sight to behold. Like a feathered phantom, it glides across the water, its dark beauty both captivating and mysterious. The Cayuga is a duck of few words, preferring to observe the world from the sidelines, its dark eyes reflecting a wisdom that seems to transcend its years. It moves with a quiet grace, its presence felt rather than heard, a stark contrast to the boisterous antics of its more colorful counterparts. But don't let its reserved demeanor fool you, For the cayuga has a mischievous side, a love for snacks that belies its cool exterior. Watch as it stealthily sneaks a tasty morsel from an unsuspecting neighbor, its dark plumage providing the perfect camouflage for its clandestine activities. So step into the shadows with us as we explore the intriguing world of the cayuga duck. A duck who proves that sometimes the most captivating creatures are those who embrace the darkness. Thanks for joining us on this hilarious journey through the world of ducks. We've explored the personalities of 100 different breeds, each with their own quirks and charms. From the gluttonous pekin to the elegant crested duck, the duck world is full of surprises. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fun animal facts. See you next time.